there was a really good fact here, is that Miko, his birthday is today, or it was yesterday or today? Yesterday.
22nd, yep.
So will it be a happy birthday? Will he be gifted that victory? And also he will get that victory for Team SMG or not? That's what we will see in the upcoming minutes, in the upcoming match, the match that will gather between two giant teams, Team SMG, who are now in trouble and who are now most predicted that they will win, but Team Nightmare seems that they will show them nightmares, even if it's the afternoon.
And with that, I was taking a look at the last lineups here for what's come down to a best of one between these two teams, Niightmare Esports. I love what they've done, right? They are quite durable. They're beefy, so we'll see if they can pull it off.
Yeah, transforming this best of 3 to a best of 1 is always a pleasure. Seeing Team SMG go compete against Team Nightmare and trying to get that victory after starting it off with a really good initiation, like a really good start. Now Team Nightmare have that momentum. Team Nightmare just came from a victory and they can complete it. They can make it 2-1 in the opening of a Malaysian team here in Malaysia. Team SMG are in danger.
Definitely. Team Nightmare has SMG in their sights, almost ironically, but now, with the Minotaur, this means that the Roamer can't really engage. They're going to be very one-dimensionally playing around the Baxia or the Yuzong for the engagement in the big fight. The Irithel will be able to do damage, but at the same time, you have to wonder what's the idea here. Do they want to all dive in together? Does someone want to stay in the back with Truviana?
Truviana. Can he actually survive this? Going to try to get away. Has the heal from Jasmine. Couple hits, though. Good cover from Jasmine there. No, the flicker comes through. Saxa gets the first blood. And that's the mobility we're talking about from the lineup from Team SMG.
Miko, I think that you are the one who's supposed to be giving gifts, not taking gifts, not giving gifts, because right now Saxa got a really good gift from Miko.
Man, the Matilda is just so difficult to deal with in the early game. And before level 4, the Angela is great, but in the mid lane, you don't really win out in the wave clear either. So that is a change that was made onto Angela to reduce her flexibility. The wave clear department will be favoring SMG. What can they do with it? Can they try and use Saxa as a very aggressive, dominant jungler to push Too Easy for Lexi away and once again put him into a losing jungle matchup and make him have a difficult game?
Well, one of the things I really admire about Team SMG's draft is that they have all kinds of damage. Magical damage, physical damage, and even true damage. But again, it seems like they will leave that Lord. No, they will not.
He's going to go for it again. Hard guard going to be used. Saxa gets the turtle. Going to be fighting it off. There's the heavy spin. The lockdown comes through. Juviana will fall, though, even despite Sosol using the hard guard. So with that, Team SMG gets the turtle and gets another kill.
I do feel like the main issue right here is the target selection for Niightmare Esports. They've been able to go in the right time with the right tools, but who are they going for really, right? Were they aiming for Sasa there? He wasn't in the fight, I believe. Was he aiming for Saxa to try and deny the jungle take? It seems like they just weren't sure what to be doing there. So Saxa, with the heavy spin, just very casually takes away that neutral objective. In the next fight, they gotta put some pressure onto the Panda and make sure that he feels the heat.
Yeah, he does feel that heat. He does feel that heat. And trust me right now, maybe Sosol will feel the heat.
Sosol gonna be in trouble. Flickers out. Will be able to survive. Do they want more? Nightmare Esports is gonna put the pressure here. Jasmine there with Too Easy for Lexi, but they just back off for now.
Too easy for Lexi. And actually, Lexi is living up to that. I've heard the song even just before we enter the game, the main theme song for our like M5. So it says the land is lava. So right now, maybe Nightmare will make the land lava for SMG, because right now they have the opportunity to take this back home, or they might be just not up to the test. But so far, they have been up to the test. They have been doing so great, and even better than great.
Better than great.
See how did I use it?
That's very good. Well, for Team SMG, look at the wave clear potential. Sosol once again.
not getting away from that one, as you were saying, Rashi.
Getting absolutely destroyed. This is what the issue right here. Niightmare Esports, they're winning in the jungle kill department because Baxia, very simply. But the mid lane is always favoring Team SMG. Even when they make it a 3v3 and Miko takes damage.
Oh, Miko, gonna have to flicker out. Will survive though. But again, Kami is gonna be the one that they have to watch out for scaling into this game. Right now, everything that Niightmare Esports have is just a lot of durability, right? A lot of sustainability, but you even saw just previously, Stormy picked up the Necklace of Durance. That's gonna help them deal with some of that healing coming from Soul. Right now, battle for the second turtle. Hard guard gonna be used on Juviana, still trying to keep the map bay. Both junglers still gonna be going for the turtle, and Saksa secures it. Jasmine gonna fall, and now they're still going, looking for their own kill. Stormy's gonna be next, too easy, will fall as well.
Smooth.
It's a bloodbath in the turtle pit. Smooth has to flicker out, will not fall though.
He
Juviana
had to go back. He really had to go back. And now they managed to not just get the turtle, but also win the team fight.
I wonder what's the mindset here with teams picking up the Angela and just kind of going weird there. Because right there, Niightmare Esports, they had the Yuzong Angela combo. Who did the dragon go on? It went on the Minotaur. Like, is the dragon hungry? Does he need beef? What is going on here? Why is Saksa being left open? Why is Stormy and Sasa, the core damage dealers, not zoned away from the middle of the big fight? Team SMG right now with two very easy neutral objective takes. Can they continue with this? And if it does, then it comes down back to the Lord usage, and maybe there, Niightmare Esports can turn it around. This is a weird game we're in.
Yeah, it is a weird game, but it is not quite similar to the previous one. The only thing that's similar is that Team SMG is in charge. Team SMG is in the lead from the early game, the very early game, the beginning of the game. They are still in the lead, but Team Niightmare just might pull off the same trick out of the same hat and take this game, and even like take Saksa out at some point. There was a little bit of poking, but I don't know what's happening.
They're going to be in trouble here. Still, hard guard going to be used. Sasa has to back off. Will he be able to get away? Heavy spin goes. Sasa going to fall here. Stormy trying to make his way for the fight. It's too easy for Lexi. That falls next. The 1-for-1 trade. They stay in the top side. Are they still going to go for it? Soul, Jasmine, Cammy wants to keep Saksa here. Stormy as well has his own Minoan Fury, and they will just disengage. Turtle now spawning in a couple seconds.
Ooh, almost a big play right there with the Minoan Fury stolen by Stormy, but that's the problem. Team SMG, they were just engaging so aggressively with Saksa, and they just get counter-engaged right there with a man disadvantage to make things worse, but they do arrive on the turtle earlier. Will Juviana once again go in? Who will be his main target?
If they committed to that turtle, if they actually can't commit to this turtle because all the ultimates, I guess like all the ultimates will be ready by the time for the turtle, but they again go for the safer route. They go to choose to live in peace, to not do anything, to not contest that turtle or take any advantage out of it. They just want to go back and see what is neutral, what can they take, what does the game still offers to them in terms of the jungle and also in terms of the minions. So Team Niightmare is actually right now farming up, and they are keeping the same gap between Team SMG and them because it hasn't passed 3K so far, right, Arashi?
No, it's almost there in 3K, but not quite. Sasa still on the Bruno, by the way. One death, but overall still keeping up even one level ahead
pushing
compared to Cammy. But Stormy is pushing, gets a free turret right there. So you can see again the macro difference right here from Team SMG. Even though Niightmare has a Baxia, they're not arriving in the right place at the right time faster.
Yeah, and Smooth actually there's... Before we Smooth, we want to see what's happening. What is going on in the top side? The Angela used her ultimate, but just saved Kami from whatever was coming his way. And I'll go back to my point where I was saying that Team Niightmare can pull off a good team fight. With that goal difference, I think that it's building up slowly to the Erythel, but what will be so annoying for Team Niightmare with time is when Smooth gets his immortality.
With the immortality, it's basically 3 lives available for the X-Borg, but for Niightmare Esports, they can just keep going after the initial pickup unless they get jumped on first.
They're gonna go for this again right now, just disengaging, but Juviana flies in with the dragon form, holding them back. They might just want this turret and to disengage further. Stormy, though, looks for his own setup. Soul gonna fall, and another body drops up in the top side. Too easy for Alexi, trying to get away, but it's Last Insanity and the whole force of Team SMG to take him out of the top side.
SMG was a massive play, get 3 kills in the top lane in the top side. Sasa is the ruler, and Sasa deals a huge amount of damage, and the Lord is up in the Land of Dawn and took us through that team fight. It had so much going on Rashi.
I think it was all Stormy, man. He flickered in with the stolen Minuan Fury and was able to land it on Cammy of all people, catching him off guard, knowing that he has no Purify. Looking at the items right here, he has the Lightning Truncheon on top of the Necklace of Durance, so he can actually cut down on the healing from so many members of Niightmare Esports. That's definitely a big possibility, especially if he steals the Minuan Fury and applies it to everyone at the same time. Now, with SMG having the lead, they're going to try and go for even more, especially when the Lord comes up. They're going to try and go for a decisive fight once again, because they do have that AoE advantage.
Yeah, they have the Lord on their side, they have the fans on their side, they have everything going to their favor, but this is just exactly like how it was last game going on. Last game was going towards the side of Team SMG, and even though, as you mentioned, they can go for defense, they have like clearance and everything, but they want to go for a more aggressive approach. They want to crack the base open. They want to see, and actually I want to see, will they finish with the first Lord for the first time or not?
Dragon form again. Look at the damage. Juviana in trouble already. Has to back off. Trying to hold that tier 2 turret. But they got to deal with the Lord as well, making away the top side. And right now, Team SMG not looking to happen what happened last game. They want to expose this base. Smooth going to go in with Last Insanity, forcing Niightmare Esports back. Right now, Cammy gets the hard guard. They lose the turret. Can they make quick work of the Lord here?
Oh, Miko.
Certainly he'll going to be used now. A couple threats for them. Team SMG now continuing on the mid turret. They get that. Still going to be fighting for it. Too easy for Lexi. Gets Smooth, but he has the immortality still. Nothing left for them to do unless they take the bottom turret.
Yeah, the base is almost exposed, and Sasa right now will deal some damage. They will focus on taking that last turret and they will not go for another fight. They will not go for the crystal. Now they will go back, and now you will tell us what did just happen in that team fight, Arasha, because I think that Team Niightmare could have pulled up a better defense.
I think the problem right here is they have a dive composition, but you can see Juviana. It takes like, I think about 8 shots from the Bruno, from Sasa, for him to get dangerously low. So when you are that squishy against someone who is that far ahead, it makes it very difficult for you to dive with, with any meaningful result. Maybe later on it's possible, but the recalls coming in from both these teams, trying to assert dominance. Well, for Team SMG, they're able to use the Lord efficiently, not get a 3-lane push, but still able to get 3 base turrets down. So now, if you think the macro game is difficult for Niightmare Esports, it's about to get more difficult with all the waves just pushing in by default towards their base.
Yeah, they are having that confidence boost. They are having their moment. Now they are dominating the game. They have like a huge amount of gold to their favor. And also everything is going to their side, by the way. So actually, without needing that next Lord, we might see a finish. But Team SMG, as always, they go for the safer route. They go for the safer options. And now they will take that Lord without anything coming from the side of Team Niightmare, because Team Niightmare right now, they have to pull off that solid defense. And as I told you, Smooth, once he gets that immortality, he will be so annoying. Imagine how annoying will he be when it comes to the next team fight.
Well, if you look at these items, he also has the War Axe, so for a bit more damage and movement speed, and the Ice Queen's Wand, which was nerfed from when X-Brook was super meta. So the slow, it kind of builds up. It doesn't go instantly like high. It's a slower slow. But it's still going to be a big problem in the middle of a fight. Now with the Lord coming in, the beginning of the end for Team SMG.
This could be it. Nightmare Esports trying to hold on. Juviana flying into the fray of things. Has the hard guard. They got to make quick work of the Lord as well. Heavy spin comes down, but Smooth gets a kill. Team SMG will keep their nightmares at bay in day number 1 of the wild card as they take the series 2-1.
Wait a moment. Team SMG are now have earned their moment. The first match winner, the first match and the opener of the M5 Wildcard Championship will take it back home. Team SMG, and now we can say happy birthday, Nico.
The birthday boy making the plays happen, man. That was such a great performance, a full utilization of that Matilda. It was just too difficult for Niightmare to deal with, man. And they were just unable to find anything of real value in the early game. In that last fight, it was so close. They did the combo, right? The dragon with the hard guard toward